Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, or good afternoon, depending where you are. Welcome to the stream. And I see that Daniel's Aviation is already here, so welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well this evening. Also, Eddie is here. Hello. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. So today we fly here in Sydney, Australia. We fly to Dunedin in New Zealand, and we have a beautiful sunrise. So let's get started. This is the airport. We already started here, and so actually this is the second time that we will start here. And for the people that already saw the previous one, they know the airport. This is the standard airport that comes with the game, and also our destination airport. It's not a standard airport, it's a freeware. It's a smaller airport, but very beautiful, and you can download it for free. So there are some airplanes there with weird colors. When you go closer, it will get the normal colors. I don't know what the issue is, but now we have here a plane landing, a 747 without landing gear. So we know how to do that. Daniel's Aviation, beautiful sky, live weather. Well, actually it's not live weather. We are just, I think, 30 minutes up front. So actually it's 30 minutes later or earlier. Well, I need to say that. So I believe it's 6 o'clock something now in Sydney, and we are running 6:30 or something, because otherwise it's still dark, or maybe we are an hour ahead. It's also possible. I think it's an hour. Otherwise we fly a big part of the flight in the dark, and so but now we can see the beautiful sky already. So Daniel's Aviation, the 747 was floating, yes, but we also can do that. I did it once, don't remember where it was, but I've pushed a button for my landing gear twice, and I thought my landing gear was down. I didn't check it, and we had also a belly landing. Just when I saw that something was wrong, it was already too late. So we will watch those two landings here, and then we can jump into the plane. And this is also a belly landing, also a 747. Well, I think there's a problem with the simulator, that you cannot see the landing gear from the other players, and so it's a bit a bummer. But we will try not to forget that when we land. And also this one is also a 747 without landing gear, so they need to retire anyway. And now I see the landing gear, I believe, just at the end. And so This is our plane for today, and this Air New Zealand. And we start with the preparations. So catering is already here, power is already here. We just need the luggage, so it will go open here normally, and there it goes. And then we are in the cockpit here. Also, we work with the stairs today, no in jetway. Last time we started on the other side. Actually, there are some jetways also a bit further here on jetways, but I prefer to do it this way this time. So let's jump to the plane. Also for the flight today, and I will also put on the webcam. This is me, of course, and this is our flight plan. So from the top to the bottom, the big part or most of the part of the flight will be over sea until we reach New Zealand, and then we go to the other side a bit, and we'll land at Dunedin, if I pronounce that correctly. And so that's our route for today, and then we can start up the airplane. So we always start with external power, battery 1, 2, and the fuel pumps can come on. Also the adheres 1, 2, and 3, and then we also can put on the no smoking sign and seatbelt sign. So like usual, we start look air tool as well. So we will start the loading passengers, and then we go to ATSO, and then into the passengers list we send, and then we see that we only have 81 passengers for today. I choose that because we have a longer flight, and I don't want to wait a long time for the passengers. I noticed yesterday that with the last update it was going faster. Today there was another update, so I don't know how it will be now. So we can start boarding. There we go, and then we go to the fly pad, and then we import SimBrief. So we have no data for Dunedin, and then I need to find the fuel. Here it is. So for our flight today, it will take around 2 hours and 39 minutes, so it's a bit longer than usual. And for the flight today we need 11,687 kilograms of fuel, and I forgot to put it on real, of course, because every update is set to instant again, so I forgot it, so we don't need to wait for that. My excuse for that. So now we can also light up some panels, but first we go to the init page, and then we load the flight, and then we align the IRS. So and that's done. So our destination, and then the flight number, coast index, flight level is and I have a small animal here. I think it was a fly or something. Welcome, welcome. So flight level is 390, 39,000 feet. So that's that, and then we can go to the flight plan. So departure, I think it's runway 16 right, but we will hear it from the ATIS. Heavy rain, I don't see any rain. So we know what we need to know, so we can turn that off. And then I take a sim brief, so I think it's 16 right that we start. That's correct. So 16 right. I have no other data. Sim brief didn't give that, so we will just insert that. And then we have a discount already, so let's get rid of that. And there we go. And then destination data, and that will be runway 3. And then we need to go to Bussa 4A. It's actually Busso. And that's it. So let's import that. And then we check for discounts. And seems we don't have. And that looks good. So then we can light up some panels. More panels. And then also the radar. And there we go. Transponder.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cameron and I'm your in-flight service manager. On behalf of your captain, your first officer and your cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard this Air New Zealand service. Air New Zealand is proud to be part of the Star Alliance network. Civil aviation law requires all passengers to comply with all safety notices and signs on this aircraft, as well as the instructions of your crew. Please assist the cabin crew in preparing for departure by placing your carry-on luggage either while underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers above. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened, your seatbacks are upright, and your tray tables and footrests are stowed away. If you're seated next to a window, please ensure that your window blind is open. This is a non-smoking service, and I would like to remind you that smoke detectors have been fitted in the toilets. We will be underway very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for some final paperwork, and then we'll get underway. So in the meantime, just make yourselves comfortable, and once again, welcome aboard. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, I always turn the wrong knob. And there we go. So our fuel is done. We will check passengers. For that, we need to go to the MCDU menu. Also again. And then we see the 10 more people. So we wait for that until that is complete, and then we can continue. And I see that my speed brakes are out. My son was flying just before the stream, and so he always wants to take off and then he wants to crash, so he needs to use the speed brakes to go down actually. It is nose down, otherwise it's very hard to do. So he used speed brakes. Remember that my son is almost 5. So,
ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
thank you very much again. So, block fuel is 11.7. And then we just put in this. We are not so heavy today because only 81 passengers or so. So that's not much. So then we can go to the performance page. And then it will be flaps 1. Up. And 0.0. So flex temp 43, and then V2 speed is 135, VR speed is 131, and V1 130. And so let's check again. That's set. Performance page also set, and the flight plan is also ready. And then we just need to check our plan. But to be honest, I already checked it just before the stream. So normally it need to be correct. So that looks good. Amazing Liber, hello, welcome to the stream and to the chat. A long time no see. How are you? Well, I'm fine. I hope you are doing the same. So you are in Scotland now, still on a trip. So from Wales to Scotland, very nice. So welcome to the stream, mate. We missed you. Congratulations on 300 subs. Thank you very much. Actually, at today 301, but I saw that I lost someone. So let's continue with the APU. Starting APU, and also on nav can come on and beacon. Amazing Liber, you're with your family this time. Okay, very nice. Always nice to be surrounded by family. So we wait for the APU, and maybe I can also get rid of the baggage, catering, stairs. Let's start with that. Amazing Liber, see you later, mate. Have a good one. So APU is available. So we turn on APU bleed. Amazingly, where you are locked out your hotel room. Very smart. Well, good luck to get back in. So we see that the cargo door is still open. Jonah Roberto, good night, and see you tomorrow. Amazingly, where you flew the A320neo on the British Airways flight from Heathrow to Endberg. Okay, very nice. Daniel's Aviation Law. So, cargo door is closing. And that's good. Amazing Liber, see you mate. Have a good one. And we can also start the brake fans. And did I miss something? Of course, I need to ask for a taxi. We'll do that first, and then we ask for pushback. David was in het bureau bij mij. Wel, bij mij werkt alles nog. So Eddie is saying that the stream is buffering. If there are other people that have some buffering, let me know. With me is everything okay. I have no dropped frames or something. So if that is the case with you, let me know. It's also buffering, but for now everything is still okay with me. So we have clearance to taxi. The pushback is already planned, so I just need to start the pushback.
Flight attendants, arm your doors. Hello everyone, the doors are now closed. Any portable electronic devices such as MP3 players, laptops, video cameras must now be switched off. If you have a
Daniel's
mobile device or
Aviation,
PDF,
everything
activate the flight
running
mode
smooth
and
here.
turn your
Okay,
device off.
so thank you very much. It's het is bij u eigenlijk, ben ik refreshen. And so I reinstalled the pushback toolbar and it was working correctly with all the sounds, communication, and and now the second time I use it, it don't work anymore. So same problem.
Find a safety briefing card in your seat pocket. Please watch the video and read your card so you're familiar with the safety procedures.
So then we prepare for engine start.
Welcome aboard this Air New Zealand flight. Even if you fly with us frequently, please watch this safety demonstration carefully as it is specific to this aircraft.
And then we turn off the parking brake and then we can start engine 2.
Whenever the seatbelt signs are switched on, return to your seat and do up the seatbelt. Ensure it's tight and fits low across your hips. You are advised to keep your seatbelt fastened when seated during the flight. To release the seatbelt, simply lift the lever. Should oxygen masks drop from the overhead panels, activate your mask by pulling it towards you. Oxygen will flow through the mask, even though the bag may not inflate. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and adjust the headband for a secure fit. And make sure your own mask is fitted before assisting others. If an emergency occurs during takeoff or landing, adopt the recommended brace position. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Lean forward as far as possible with your hands on.
Nice landing of the 747.
Otherwise, if you can reach the seat in front of you, brace yourself against it. Your life jacket is under your seat or under the center armrest.
At least his landing gear is down.
Put your life jacket on while seated, clip the waistband together and pull it tight. Only inflate your life jacket as you exit the aircraft by pulling down on the red tag.
So
If your life jacket does not fully inflate,
engine 2 is ready, so you can start engine 1.
your crew are now indicating emergency exits. Please note your nearest exit may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the exit. In an emergency evacuation, escape path lighting will help guide you. Smoking is a hazard and is not permitted at any time, anywhere on the aircraft. Electronic devices may interfere with aircraft systems. Ensure your phone is turned off at all times. And turn off all electronic devices during takeoff and landing. For information on electronics that may be used during the flight, refer to the safety card or check with your crew. To prepare for takeoff, ensure your seat back is upright, make sure your tray table is latched securely, your footrest, if fitted, is folded away, and your seatbelt is tightly fastened.
Lol.
For your attention.
The 747 is still there. So what is it with the 747s today? So that one was rubbing, bending. Yeah, it's still there. Oops, and I need to set my parking brake. So engines are started. So we can turn off the ignition and then also the APU bleed and APU. Time loop. Yes, indeed, time loop. So then we can also turn on the taxi lights, and then we are pretty much ready for taxi. And then we also set flaps to 1. There we go. And then we are ready, I believe. If I forget something, then you let me know. I always forget something, so let's hope for the best. So we expect no bad weather. They said on the 8th that it's heavy rain, but some people from, or one person from New Zealand said that it was they predicted good weather, so no rain. So we hold short here, I believe.
Sydney Tower, New Zealand, 1123 at runway 16 right, ready for departure, departure to the north. New Zealand, 1123, altimeter 3, 0.12 wind.
Flight plans, please prepare for takeoff.
Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
So we are cleared for takeoff.
6 right, New Zealand, 1123.
So then we will line up, and then we can start our journey. I hope I have a better landing than yesterday, because that was scary. Daniel's Aviation takeoff time. Let's go. So we make a full stop here. So maybe some other plane needs to go around. So we are ready, and there we go. Daniel's Aviation, your landing is getting a lot better. Well, there was 1 week that they were actually very good, but after that I screwed up many times. Oh, power. And there we go, Toga. V1, rotate, and there we go. Positive rate of climb, gear up. So there we go. A lot of pink planes here. I still need to find out what the problem is there. Daniel's Aviation, nice takeoff, thank you very much. By the way, I took off with the joystick and not with the yoke today. And so we go to climb mode. Daniel's Aviation, neon light pink plane mod. Lol, yes. I don't know what the problem is. Flaps up. So it's not specific for one livery or something, but it are more than one livery. Michaelis, if I pronounce that correct, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Has turbulence? I don't think so. And not yet. I hope you get some turbulence, because I'm always lucky with the weather. We always fly in real weather, but it seems I'm always on the wrong day, on the wrong spot, and we have always nice weather. So we are at 6,000 feet, climbing to 39,000 feet. Looks like a bunch of Wizz Air, yeah. It looks like a bit like that. And I was already looking for it, what the problem can be, but I don't know. So almost 8,000 feet, and I forgot my clock, of course. So it seems we have nice weather again once we are above the clouds. I also checked Dunedin, and it was a clear sky. So yesterday after my stream, I checked Dunedin, and
ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to unfasten your seatbelt at this time.
So it was raining at Dunedin yesterday, but not today.
We are going to begin serving the hot meal. Please lower your tray table and make sure your seat is in the upright position.
Daniel's Aviation, what's for dinner? To be honest, I don't know what's for dinner. Last time, I think it was with the Japanese flight, the flight in Japan. They served fried rice and chicken, or chicken. So, but now today I don't know. I don't know what the New Zealand specialty is, and the guy from New Zealand is still not here, so he will join. So we need to ask him what they serve on a Air New Zealand flight. Daniel's Aviation sounds good. I don't know, didn't taste it. So this is again the latest version of the fly-by-wire, the experimental version. So there was an update today again. Every day 1 or 2 updates. So Daniel's Aviation maybe in Pi and Mesh. I don't know what that is. I know what Pi is, but Mesh I don't know. But we need to ask him when he enters the chat. So it's this disciple is from New Zealand. So he will know what to serve. So it's 16,000 feet and everything goes smooth. I'm very happy that the flight plan is correct for now. Oh, Daniel's Aviation, like a mashed potato. Okay, thank you very much. Sounds good. So I also try to do a flight this week with the A330-900 Neo. There's another update, so we can test that. It's also a nice plane, also freeware. So, and then it's waiting actually by the end of the month. The 146 will come out, professional, and then we can also test that one. I don't know how to fly it, but we need to learn, I think. Sean Delaney, welcome to the stream, and to the chat, of course. I hope you are doing well. So welcome, welcome. So the coming 2 months, I believe it will be very exciting for the flight simmers here, because also the PMDG is close to release. At least the 700 version of it. 6 weeks later, I'm sorry, 6 weeks later will be following the 600 version, and another 6 weeks later the 800 and the 900. So very nice. Alba Pino, welcome, welcome. So Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar from France, cheese and wine like usual. Thank you very much, mate. Glad to have you here, and like always, thank you very much for supporting the stream. So I hope you are doing well. I'm doing fine. So we just departed actually 5 minutes ago from Sydney. Alba Pino with peanuts. Okay, thank you very much. I like that actually. So Alba Pino, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you very much. So always nice to have you around here. So, and 23,600 feet and climbing. And also for the people that want to see the map again, there it is. So we fly all the time over sea until we reach New Zealand, but then we start our approach actually. So as I said already, 2 hours and 39 minutes will be the flight time. So I will be happy when the PMDG comes out, so we can switch some planes and fly a bit with the 737 and combined with this one, the flybywire a320, also with a headwind a330, and then also with a 146, and also the DC-3 is coming out soon. It needed to be out already, but there is a delay, it seems, so we're still waiting for that. I know many people are not interested in that one, but I am. So also from the information about Air New Zealand, for the people that want to know that, some information about the fleet. So they are founded in 1939, and it's a bit weird because they started operations in April 1965. I don't know why there is a gap. So they have actually 104 aircraft, and the average age is 8.2 years. So they have 29 ATR 72s, also the 24 Airbus A320, 6 of them are Neos, also 7 Airbus A321 Neo, and then also 7 777-300, and then the Havilland Canada and Dash 8, and they have 323 of them of the 300 series, so that makes 104 of them. Daniels Aviation looking forward to the PMDG. I've used PMDG in previous versions of Flight Simulator 2002 and 2004. Well, yeah, I can believe that. From all the people that I know that used the 737, they're all saying good things about it. So I never flew it, but yeah, I'm excited to do that. So yeah, I can't wait actually. Michael is so relaxing game. Yes, it is. It's very relaxing. No stress, only the landings. But takeoff and climbing to cruise altitude and cruising is very relaxing. So it's nice to do that. So we are at 30,000 feet, 9,000 to go. Daniels Aviation always been really impressed with updates and aircraft add-ons. Yes, it's always a good thing to have that. But I heard about the PMDG as also that they will add more features after release. So also the cabin will be in high detail, but not from the beginning. So there will be a decent cabin from the beginning, but they will implement even a better cabin after the release. So also nice, and also some other few features that I don't remember, but they keep working on it. They also will bring the Max, but first, after the release from the 700, the 600, the 800 and the 900, they will focus on the 777. So also a good thing, because that's one of my most favorite planes. So that also will come. After that, they will work on the 737 Max. Daniels Aviation, it was so real back then. You were like 14, but you still remember it. Well, at that time I didn't fly with the PMDG and still not now, but yeah, I will experience it very soon. I'm used to fly with the Zibo, but in the meantime it's already more than 2 years ago that I flew it and X-Plane 11. Since Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, I didn't fly anymore on X-Plane 11 just because of the graphics. So yeah, I need to practice a bit again or learn again how to start that thing, but it will be fine. Daniel's Aviation on Windows XP PC looks look at amazing. Yeah, I believe that. And you also love the 777. Yeah, me too. So I can't wait for the release of that, but I think we need to wait a couple more months or something. Just we need to wait first for the 737, and then after, I think by the end of the year or something, the 777 will come. I don't know. Sean Delaney, you're also looking forward to it more now. Well, I can believe that. In the beginning I was also not really waiting for the 737, but after flying the A320 so many times, it's time for a change, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of people are waiting for the 737 from PMDG. We have already a 737 in the game, but it's not that not on the level of PMDG. Also, the price is on another level. I don't know the price of the PMDG, but it will be expensive, at least for a plane in a sim. Daniel's Aviation, you can't wait to see the stream with it. Yes, well, me too. Me too. From the first day that it comes out, if it falls in a weekday, then I can stream immediately. If it comes out on a Friday, then I'm screwed, because then I need to wait until Monday. But we will see. So I hope it comes out on a Monday. Sean Delaney, does the 737 auto throttle work like the Airbus? I believe so. Yes, there's also an auto throttle. And the one thing that I find better on the 737 is that it will descend automatically. So here you need to push a button to descend on the A320. On the 737 you don't need to do that, so it starts to descend automatically. So Sean Delaney, can it be active during approach? Yes, it is active during approach, as far as I remember. Yes, so we have confirmation from Daniel's Aviation. So yes, it is. I need to say it's 2 years ago that I was flying it. So I need to refresh. I was thinking of installing X-Plane 11 again, just to practice a bit with the Zibo, but then I hear that PMDG was releasing the plane very soon, so I don't want to do that then. and just wait for the PMDG and then we see from there. So we are almost at cruising altitude. Sean, you asked because I haven't seen real life videos of Boeing pilots manual controlling the throttle on final approach, and that can be possible, yes. But as far I know, there is auto throttle on approach. So, but maybe some pilots do that manually. And sometimes I also do that manually with this one. I do everything manually if needed, if my flight plan is not correct or so. But that will not happen in real life, that the flight plan is not correct. Daniel's Aviation, there has been some people having problems on the auto throttle. Disengage it, but hopefully they fix it in this update. Alright, thank you for the information.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your seat elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
And Charlie, Brian, welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing well. And is my stream hanging? Nope, it's not hanging. Okay, great. Sometimes I'm a bit scared because if my head don't turn on the screen, then I think it's frozen again, like a few times before. So Jolly, Brian, I hope you are doing well, and welcome to the stream and to the chat. So meantime, we are at cruising altitude, and we can enjoy the flight. And so once again, this is the route that we take today, just a straight line, and then we come in 2 hours. We will land at Dunedin in New Zealand. So that airport will be a freeware airport. It looks much better than the standard airport that comes with the game. So, and it's free to download, and you all know where to find it, I believe. If not, then ask me. It's not in the description below, but it's always on the same site, and then you just need to put the code in and you will find it. So you guys, are you also interested in the Just Flight 146 that will be released on around 25 April? So let me know, because I was not interested in the beginning, but as more I see it, the more I like it. It's a 4-engine, small commercial airliner. I think it's very difficult to fly it. There's a lot of things going on or that you need to do, so it's not like this one. This one is actually very easy, but the Just Flight 146 looks a bit more difficult. So then we also can check the flight plan to see what I need to do and when. So actually we just fly straight in to the airport, and we can just put in the airport itself. So 122. So we start our approach 122 nautical miles before the airport. So that will be fine. And then we just need to put in and where's the Z? Z. And then I forgot already what it was. So on Delta and Nike. And that's our destination. And that's still 940 nautical miles to go. So Sean, you were very eager to get the Aerosoft A330, but this headwind A330-900 Neo is getting better and better. Well, yes. I don't know when the Aerosoft A320 will be released, but the headwind A330 is looking very good. When we flew the headwind for the first time after the big update in the stream, the maker of the headwind was in the chat here, and he was already aware of the climb rate, that it was climbing like a rocket. So he was already working on a fix, on a hot fix for that, and he promised to make it as soon as possible. And the day after, it was already online. Maybe already the day itself. I didn't check it the day itself, but the day after, for sure, it was online. So that's a good thing. In meantime, there's another fix or another update, because there were still some issues. It didn't climb anymore like a rocket, but the higher you went, it was climbing actually too slow. Also with descending on approach, there were some issues, but there was another update again. So I tried to fly it this week, not tomorrow, but I think the day after maybe we will try to fly that one. So I can understand that that you want to fly the headwind instead of the Aerosoft if it comes out, because the headwind is freeware, and if that plane is very nice and handles very well, then actually what reason you have to buy the Aerosoft A330. Of course it will have some more features maybe, but if you wait long enough and the people from Headwind keep working on it, well, it will be actually the same as this plane, and you will have more and more features along the way. MX5, hello, welcome to the chat and to the stream. I hope you are doing well and that you enjoy the flight. So we fly today from Sydney, Australia to Dunedin in New Zealand. So a flight of 2 hours and 39 minutes, and we are flying now for 27 minutes, just a bit more, because I've got to turn on the clock on time. So yeah, maybe 2-3 minutes that we are flying more than that. And if someone can give me a cola here, that would be nice. No one? Okay, then not. So thirsty. So we are flying today Air New Zealand. Daniel's Aviation looking forward to the A380 from Flybywire 2. Well, I can understand that, but in my eyes, it's not my favorite plane. But I try to fly it, but it's not really my favorite plane, I need to say. Sean Delaney, tu parles français? Non, je ne parle pas le français. Je m'excuse. So I don't speak French, I'm sorry. I know some words, sometimes understand a little bit, but no. I'm coming from the Flemish side of, or the Dutch side of Belgium. So no French for me. But Daniel, I can understand that you want to fly the A380. A lot of people like it. It's a very big plane. I even don't know how the cockpit looks like. I never saw a picture of it. But I think it's also still a long way to go for them to release it, I believe. I have no information about it, but yeah, I think it takes a lot of work. MX5, you are French, okay, no problem, still welcome, but I don't speak French, I'm sorry, mate. So Daniel's Aviation, yeah, that's the only thing. It's a massive aircraft, yes. It's very big, very big. So, but in my opinion, it don't look that great. Then the looks of the 777 are much better, or an A350. So you're scared to fly it? Well. Yeah, it will be very difficult. Yes, indeed. MX5, okay, yeah, no problem, but yeah, I'm sorry that I don't speak French, or not good enough to answer or speak in French. Daniel's Aviation, do you have the 777? No, I don't have it. I'm glad I don't have it. because that means that about the Captain Sim 777, and that's not a good one. So then I prefer to wait for the PMDG 777. Even I need to wait for 1 year or something. So it's actually a bit of a bummer that the Captain Sim is so bad. I also saw yesterday that Captain Sim is released a C130, but only the exterior model. There's no cockpit. You can watch the cargo bay, but not the cockpit. So now they release half planes or something. I don't know. Maybe to avoid that people say it's another it's another 747 or something. I don't know. And it's €15. Back in the day, I bought the C130 from Captain Sim, and for that time it was a nice plane. But it's strange that they are doing the things like they do now. So, and I really don't like it. So meantime, 35 minutes in the air and still 861 nautical miles to go. Okay. So once again, we have a flight without turbulence. And it seems to be nice weather. So in Sydney it was 19 degrees Celsius. In Dunedin it will be less than that. And they don't want to give me the information. Great. And so that's a problem, because I don't find any information about Dunedin. Okay. Why is that? So I don't have METAR from Dunedin. That's a good start. So we don't have information here on the iPad. I also don't get information about Dunedin on Lookout tool. Daniel's Aviation, very smooth flight so far, cruising like a pro with the bulls. Yeah, a pro, that's a bit too much, I think. I'm not a pro, even not a sim pro or whatever, if you see my landings. So, then we tried to do another thing, but that will also not work, I believe. So we just ask, we send a message for the METAR and see what it gives. We will send, so message sent. For the people that don't know how to do that, well, we just follow the steps, what I just did. So you go one page back, and then you wait a bit, then you go to received messages. We are too early, so we wait a bit longer, and then we will have the METAR on the screen, and then we can also print it out here. I like the way that they did it with Headwind. They have a clip here, and the paper comes here. With the fly-by-wire, it comes here. So we will see. Maybe with the last update they changed that. So we have the METAR. We click on the METAR, and then it says no METAR available for Dunedin. So we will print it anyway, and then we see that it comes out here. That's a bit of a bummer. I have no clue about the METAR there. So we pick it up and it's placed here. So we go back to program page. So we will see what an effect that will give us, because I have no wind speed, no wind direction, no nothing actually, also no temperature. So in meantime we are already streaming for 1 hour and 18 minutes, it seems. Actually the stream started at 9, so it will be 40 minutes. So 1 hour and 14 minutes. We are still a long way to go. And we are already flying on April 13, so we are not flying April 12. We are that 1 day ahead, because we are in Australia and we fly to New Zealand. So there is now actually Wednesday morning already, and so people are normally already awake, at least in New Zealand. So maybe it's still a bit early for the people from Sydney. So, and also tomorrow we have another flight, and that will be in Africa. And so I think it's Morocco that we will start with Royal Air Morocco. I don't know where we're flying to, but we'll see that tomorrow. The flight is already planned, but I don't know the destination. And then Thursday we fly with Iran Air from Iran, I believe, to Dubai or the other way around. So that will be a big airport for Thursday. And actually with the standard airport that comes, so with the game from Dubai, I'm not that impressed. I think it's a handcrafted airport, but yeah, not impressed. So 45 minutes we are flying, and then we have still 786 nautical miles to go. And we have a crosswind of 23 knots. So, and that's okay. So I'm very thirsty, so I'll take something to drink, and I'll see you guys again in 5 minutes. So enjoy the flight without my voice need to hear and my face need to see. So I'm back in 5 minutes. Thank you. So we are back. Let's check the cockpit. So still 712 nautical miles to go. And we are flying for 55 minutes. In the meantime, I can also show you again the map. We are not halfway yet. And then I push the wrong button. There we go. So we land today in Dunedin, New Zealand, and that's a freeware airport. Once again, check it out. Very nice done. It's a small airport, but it looks very nice. Much better than the standard, actually. So the airport Sydney, where we departed, that was a standard airport that goes with the game. Also looking nice, but the one from Dunedin, the standard one, was not so nice. But freeware looks very good. So also for the people that are looking for some destinations or don't know where to fly to, check out in the description below. There are some add-ons for this game where you can build your own company or work for an airliner, and then you have always a destination to fly to. I need to say that for a pilot's life, they're currently working on a V2 version of it, and they are beta testing it. The release date I don't know, but it looks very promising. Also, the other ones that are in the list are very nice. Like a Neofly is actually free. The only free one is in the list. On Air Company is also very nice, but it's subscription based, but also very nice. And then Air Holder 2, I think everyone knows that. The Disciple, good morning mate, good morning, and welcome to the stream and to the chat. So, morning mate, whoop whoop, Dunedin. Well, yeah, today we fly to Dunedin. I hope you had a wonderful night and your morning started very good. So, I hope you are doing well. So the weather looks like it was forecasted, yeah. The only problem is that I don't have meter for Dunedin. So Looker tool don't provide me, and also the airplane don't provide me some data. So everything is empty. So I don't have wind direction, wind speed, temperature, nothing. As you can see here on the tablet, there is nothing. Also here, you cannot see it good here, but I show you on the MCDU. And if you go here, and then we see the meter. Oh, I can send it again, but there is actually nothing for Dunedin. That's a bit of a bummer. So I need just to put something in and then hope it's a bit decent. So we have the meter here. And so meter for Dunedin not available. The Disciple, yeah, I had to go flick the circuit breaker when I got up on the power board. Couldn't start my PC. So yeah, so many things plugged in your room. Well, it's the same here. I have no problems with the power switch or something, but there are also a lot of cables here. So everywhere there is a cable. So I see what you mean. So this room is full with cables. So I have 3 cables for my screens, and then all the wires that go to my PC, and then from the PC to the electricity, and then also lights and stuff. So there are a lot of things a lot of cables. So in meantime we are flying for 1 hour and 5 minutes, just a little bit more, like a minute or two. And we still need to go for 630 nautical miles. So this is the Air New Zealand livery. I believe it's the same one as the last time we flew it. I forgot to check if there was another one available. Otherwise you could use that. But I didn't check. My bad. So it will be the Silver Fern livery. Well, I don't know if it's this one. So yeah, it's this one. Okay, thank you. So actually it's a nice livery, so but I needed to check for another one, but I forgot. And today I didn't have time, so I was out with the family and with some friends. So I came back at home at 6 o'clock, then eating and prepare for bed for my son, and then I needed also to prepare the stream. I also reinstalled the pushback toolbar, but it worked the first time when I was checking the flight, but when I started the stream I had the same issue as yesterday, that there was no sound. So I don't know what's going on. Someone said me that I needed to go into the map and there was a file or something, but I didn't see that. So I reinstalled it and it was working, and now it don't work anymore. Maybe it has something to do with the fly-by-wire, because I installed a new version of the fly-by-wire. I don't know. The Disciple, yeah, the silver fern is one of our famous native plants. You find in the forest here. Mamaku, if I pronounce that correctly, is the other name for it. Okay. A weird name, but I'm sorry for drinking during the stream, but I'm so thirsty. So yep, saying it right, mate. Thank you. Well, always trying, or most of the time. Sometimes I will not do it because some words are so difficult that I even cannot get it out of my over my tongue or lips or whatever. But this one was worth trying. So I hope we have a better landing like yesterday, because yesterday it was a bit sketchy. It was totally my fault, because I was too busy with the chat that I didn't watch my speed and other stuff. And then the landing, yeah, it was just very sketchy. But we made it, and we didn't go off the runway. It was close, but yeah. So today I hope we have a better landing. I hope we have a good one actually. And tomorrow we turn back to Africa, and then we fly Royal Air Maroc. The destination I don't know out of my head, but and the weather will be nice as well, I believe, like always. The Disciple, imagine if the cyclone that's supposed to hit New Zealand here tomorrow was down in Dunedin today. That will be fun, flying. Well, if I knew that before, like a few days before, then I could change the flight and or switch the flight, and then we could try that one when the cyclone comes. Excuse me. So I always like a challenge, so next time if you know about it, let me know, then we can arrange something. Or if there are people living in another country where there is a storm or whatever, let me know on time that it will come, then we can arrange a flight. And then we try to fly in very, very bad conditions. The Disciple, yeah, my next Oceanian flight that you will request from me will be probably Wellington. It's a nice challenge. So it's always very windy there, and that's what you told me. So yeah, and why not? I will accept that. Once I did a test with a small airplane, and I've also a video of it to fly backwards with a small airplane. I think it was with a X-Cup, and I'm not sure, but I believe it was. And so I was flying in Italy, and there was a lot of wind, and I managed to fly backwards. Of course, it was not the normal wind. I just pushed up the wind a bit, so I was flying backwards instead of yeah, in the right direction. And so if you want to see that video, it's somewhere in my list. It's already a while ago that I did that, but yeah, it's actually funny. So how many nautical miles left? It's still a bit. We will check. So 563 nautical miles to go, and we are flying for 1 hour and 15 minutes, like let's say, and we are cruising at 39,000 feet. So we need to start our descent 122 nautical miles before the airport. Once again, this is the livery. So yeah, still a while to go. So I really want to fly this one in a big storm or something, to see how good it will behave and how bad my skills are. But lately I always fly in good weather conditions. It's already weeks and weeks ago that we had actually bad visibility or bad weather. So it's already weeks ago. For this iPod it will be interesting to see the maximum of the wing flex on it. Yes, indeed. Not only that, but also that, of course, we have a bit more wing flex and everything what comes with it. So I think my last bad landing was in Minneapolis or Minnesota, something like that. So we departed in the snow, I believe, but the weather was good until approach, and then we didn't see anything anymore. The Disciple, so the worst flight for you that you have done was to go to Samoa in a thunderstorm and strong winds, but you were flying in the default A320 on Xbox in that flight, and it was not so good. Well, I think I flew the default A320 once, I believe, but other than that I didn't fly it. Always the flybywire from the beginning. So actually I started within the Cup Crafters, and that was the first plane I was flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just to do some sightseeing. Because everyone needs to do that actually when you buy Flight Simulator 2020. So it's very beautiful, so do some sightseeing as well. And I see that the chat was disconnected and successfully reconnected, so I hope the chat works again. With the Disciple, if you can check the chat. So every stream there is something else going on. Okay, the chat is working. Kinda want a good Cessna 210 to do some bush flying here and there. Used to love doing that in 2004. Well, the 210 or the 207 Cessna is also nice to do that. So yes, mate, it says successfully connected again. Yeah, weird, it's the first time I have that. Don't know what was going on. My stream is actually running pretty smooth, so I have no dropped frames, the last few streams I had always some dropped frames, so actually I lowered my bitrate to 15,000 kilobytes a second, and even then I added, and so I don't know if it has something to do with my bitrate, because I come from 18,000. But today I don't have dropped frames. Normally I have it in the beginning, but not today. One person was saying that it was buffering in the beginning of the stream, but Daniel's Aviation told me that everything was smooth with him, so it was just a local thing. So actually bush flying is also fun here in the simulator, actually more fun than in any other simulator, because the graphics are so nice. Very beautiful places. So, but let's see what Explain 12 brings us. I think it will be also very good. Maybe not that in that level as Microsoft Flight Simulator, but we will see. You never know. The Disciple, most of the payware ones I've seen released, and not so good reviews on them. Coronado especially, but Coronado made some really good Cessnas back then. So you don't like the 172 or the 182 so much, okay. The 210 is a turboprop, so it's a bit faster, which you like. I can understand that. So actually I had the 207 from Coronado. It's actually not Coronado, but they're working together with another company. I forgot the name. But I like the cockpit of it. So Coronado makes good interior and external payware. But yeah, it's the flight is actually very basic. It's very simple, so it's not a study level aircraft or something, but they look very good. So I was very happy to fly that 207. The 210 I didn't fly it. Also not 182, I don't like it, and the 172 is a bit the same, so no. But there is another one, I don't remember which one it was. It has a bit of a different dashboard, but I forgot the model, but I didn't buy it. The Disciple, so yeah, the 207 is a pretty cool airplane too. So you flew one in real life into Milford. Sounds into Milford Sounds. Is that a place? Milford Sounds? Some years ago. Well, I was never in a Cessna before in real life. only in tube liners, like they call it, but in a Cessna, never, or not even in a prop plane. But I know they have in Holland, they do some tours with a DC-3, so I hope I can do that once. So it's actually a place with a lot of mountains, waterfalls, close to the sea in New Zealand. A very beautiful place. Well, I can imagine. Mountains and waterfalls, always nice to see. I also just see that there is a 757 in the make, and there is will be made by Bluebird Simulations, and so they have also shared some screenshots of it. So always nice to have that one as well. And also it will be not released before half of 23, so still a long time to go for that plane, so more than a year. Disciple, about 5-8 minutes to finish the rest of your breakfast. No problem. Enjoy your breakfast, mate. Don't eat too much. So in meantime, we are flying for 1 hour and 29 minutes and still 446 nautical miles to go before we reach Dunedin. So we have a crosswind of 32 knots. It's a bit more than before, but still okay. So then we have also some news for the disciple. He will be maybe interested in that, but we will tell that when he is back. So for the people that want to see the map again, well, there we have it. We are more than halfway, but still more than 400 nautical miles to go before we reach the airport Dunedin in New Zealand. So once again, very nice freeware airport that you can see there. So the standard one is not that special, just basic, and the freeware looks very good, at least for a freeware. So and I need to turn off that map again, and there we go. So we're flying for 1 hour 33 minutes and 480 nautical miles to go, and we need to start our top of descent is actually 122 nautical miles before the airport. And we are cruising at 39,000 feet. So for the people that are here, and if you like the content and you are not subscribed yet, then if you want to see more content, please subscribe and hit that bell, so if there is a new video coming out, and then you always know that on time. So the more subscribers, the more likes, the more people in the chat that can bring us only better content actually, and even more content. Especially with the releases that are coming up from PMDG, also Just Flight, Aeroplane Heaven. So I think that are the 3 most important releases that are coming up. And I just said that there is also a 757 in the make, but we can expect that halfway 2023. So that's more than 1 year to go. But first we need to fly the 737 of PMDG, of course. Individuals is tired, so that means that he will go to sleep. Ik zal u morgen wel horen dan, als je nu gaat slapen. Dus slaapt goed. En ik hoor u morgen wel. So that was in my own language. So Eddie, have a good night. Yeah, he needs to wake up tomorrow very early. So he goes to sleep. Oké, tot morgen. The Disciple, you're back. Interesting fact about Dunedin. Dunedin is the world's 5th largest city. Okay, in size. Alright. Nice. Nice to know. So the Disciple has some news, maybe interesting for you. I don't know if you already know. Maybe you know it already. So there is a scenery developer, Flightbeam, that is actually releasing Wellington International Airport by the end of this month. So they have also a screenshot of it. And so it will be released somewhere in April 22. No pricing. Because you're from New Zealand. Maybe interesting for you. Yes, more information I cannot give about it. So it's just that it will be released by the end of the month. And for the rest, there is not really that much news. So SimWorks Studios released the RV14 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And also the developers will soon be able to access terrain and weather data in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And also Orbex announced West Virginia Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And Mako Simulations released Cancun International for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that's actually the latest news. Oops. The disciple probably actually throw down some coins to get that. Hopefully it's as a Lord of the Rings on the terminal, etc. You're betting it would. Well, I don't know. I need to check that. I think there is already a movie of it. Let me see where I found that. Wellington. I cannot play the video now, but yeah, there are actually not that much screenshots, but from what I can see, it looks nice. Actually, 3 screenshots I've seen. There's also a video of 15 seconds, but I cannot see that now when I'm streaming. So the disciple, the 757 we were talking about, mate, is that the freeware or the payware one? Good question. I think it's the payware one, because they said something about pricing. There is no pricing yet, and so it will be the payware version. And let me check before I say something. If I find it, of course. Here we have it. So there was no indication of pricing, and so it will be the payware, not the freeware, because the disciple part of the terminal looks like a cave in real life. Okay, but I cannot see the terminal on the screenshots. But maybe in the video you can see more. So it's a 15-second video. So, but I don't know that airport and was never there. Never checked it on Flight Simulator. So. So in meantime, 1 hour and 45 minutes of flying, and still 334 nautical miles to go. Still a wind of 35 knots. I'm sorry for that. Also, I just see that there is a mistake in my title, and there is Justsim EBBR. That is not correct. We don't fly there. Justsim as an airport made for Brussels airport. We did that in a previous flight, and I see that it's in my title. So my excuse for that. I didn't see that before. We are just streaming for 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I didn't see it just now. The disciple, but the terminal is a bit different since then. Okay. So you only landed there once back in the 90s in a 737-200. Oh, so you were in the 737-200. So since then the terminal looks a bit different. Okay. So actually a 737 is an old plane, I think from the 60s. I was flying that in X-Plane 11, and it was made by Justsim. And so, I love that bird. It was very nice to fly. And of course it's an older plane, so you don't have a MCDU or something. Actually there was one made in that cockpit, if you really want it. And so yeah, such a noisy Boeing 737. Oh yeah, this one from the 60s, so it was hard to have a conversation on it with your grandfather. Yeah, it's noisy, yeah. And in the plane it's always a bit more difficult because you get like stops in your ear from the pressure, and if it's then noisy it makes it even more difficult. So I can understand that. But I was never in a plane like that. I think the only 737 I flew with was a 737-800, I believe. Back in the day when I was 12, I was flying in a plane, but I was 12 years old. I don't know what plane it was. So that was actually my first flight, and it took just 15 minutes or something. Belgium is not big, but it was from the middle of Belgium to the seaside or backwards, I don't know, don't remember. So it's just a very short flight, like 15 minutes. Okay, so before I forget that or don't find it anymore, then we already put that in our performance page. So 13 degrees, no 13, okay, wait, 10 degrees Celsius. And wind direction, I don't know, we put something in. Oh, that's too much. /10. We put that for now. And QNH we will see after. I need to see if I can find the meter. And what is the airport? So actually the meter of Dunedin. So I don't know if this is correct, but we will check another one. So it says like 10.7 Celsius. Okay, we will see that after. So the temperature is actually in Fahrenheit. I cannot change that. We will see after when we need it. So let's check program. So 280. But I believe it will not that important for landing. We will see. I've actually no clue. Because this is a simulation and not a real flight, so I don't know how much the simulation goes here. But it's weird that I don't have any information on lookout tool or in this plane about Dunedin. It's not like the middle of nowhere, so there need to be some information, but it don't provide me. So today we have only 81 passengers on board, because I didn't want to wait that long to board everyone, because the flight is already pretty long. But it seems to go faster than before, so the Disciple, so that cyclone that about to hit is being called X-cyclone now, so it's just become a low pressure weather front, stronger one. I've been had 150 kilometers an hour winds, and it blew one of our deck's chair away. Okay, that's not so good. Imagine trying to land in 150 kilometers an hour winds. Yeah, very strong, very strong. Well, one day we need to try that. I'm always open for a challenge, so one day we will try to do that. 150 kilometers an hour. That is possible, I believe. So we are starting our final part of the flight. Actually, we are close to our top of descent, and then we can start our descent and approach, and then hope for the best for the landing. My records are lately not that good, so I hope we can survive. So I'm not sure what I will do, and do I land with the yoke or will I land with the joystick? And the problem is with the joystick, it's I need to tighten it down on something because it's always moving, so I need to make something for it if I have time. I just need to put the clamp on my table and then put the joystick on that clamp and screw it down. The Disciple, one of your landings last night had a minus 500 feet rating. Yes, that's not so good, but it's more like my landing, or my landings. Yesterday it said 300 and a bit, but I don't think it was accurate, because it needed to be actually more, because it was a bad landing. So, but yeah, minus 500 is not great. But we will do today at 200 or something. Disciple, you remember one for you? It said 618 or something like that. Yes, there was one with that, and it was not that one on 2 wheels, because that gave me a was pretty decent landing, at least in numbers. If you see the video, then you will tell me something else. So lately my landings are pretty bad. Sorry, my microphone. There's something what I hit. There's a microphone was just in my way. It's hanging over my throttles and stuff. It's hard to reach my mouse, but I have no other option. The Disciples are like the Korean 777 landing. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it's like a kangaroo. But the Korean one was almost a wing strike on the right side as well. Yeah, here with me I had almost a wing strike on the left side. But yeah, it was not good. Also the landing at Hamilton Island was also, I landed, and with that everything was set. It was almost a tail strike. And the way I landed it, it was too focused on the short runway, so I needed to touch down as soon as I saw the landing. So I needed to touch down very quickly. So I was only focused on that, and I forgot to watch my speed. So we almost stalled, and that was the reason for the almost tail strike. The Disciple, your left engine fan blades weren't turning around anymore. Yeah, that's correct. I never saw that before, but for everything is first time. So yeah, that landing was also pretty bad. It's actually a shame that I don't have a replay of the flight of yesterday, the landing of yesterday. I wanted to see that, but because I had 2 touchdowns. So I touched down and go up again and touch it down again. Maybe that second touchdown was better than the first one. That's why it was only 300 plus or something. Well, I know the first one was pretty hard. And also that's the problem with the headwind. It's not because of the plane or the quality of the plane. It was just that the plane was a bit sitting, it's sitting higher actually. So I didn't expect to touch down already. So I thought I needed to go lower, but it was not the case. and we had also a crosswind. I didn't check that, so my bad. This I will right back in a minute. I need my morning hot chocolate. Okay, no problem. Don't forget me. I'd also drink that. Like to drink that. For now, I just drink a cola. In meantime, we go to the cockpit again, and then we see that we are just over 2 hours flying. So it's pretty much time to start our descent, or not yet. Nope. So 17 nautical miles to go, and then we can start our descent. And in the meantime, I try to find some data for Dunedin. So it seems that the temperature is rising in Dunedin because it's getting later, so closer to noon. So it says a few clouds, cloud cover 18%, wind to 69 degrees at 3 knots and 14.4 degrees Celsius. Humidity is 57%. I don't know if that is accurate, but I think we need to do it with that. So in the meantime, we already put that in, and we can always change if something is changed in that. So go to this next page, and again, so QNH is 1017, and there we go. And temperature is let's say 14, and then the wind is 269 at 3 knots. So it will be like that for now. That's the only data I have find. So I think that is New Zealand that we see there. If not, then we were flying in the wrong direction. So once again, I show you the map. So there we are, just in front of New Zealand, and then we go back to the program page 172, and then we see the flight plan. So our top of descent is in 69 nautical miles, it says, or something around that. We'll check here, like that.
Auckland Centre, New Zealand, 1123. Request clearance to transition, Charlie airspace. New Zealand, 1123 Auckland Centre. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
I don't know if there is a ATC in Dunedin. I'll try to find out. And I don't have a lot of airports in the list. Disciple, you're back, and they got ATC, alright, and that's good to know. The weird thing is I have only a short list of airports in the ATC, and Dunedin is not there. Because I'm not sure which runway it will be. So your city, Invercargill, doesn't have the ATC anymore. Okay. What is this? Snow? Alright. So 144. And so I checked the nearest airport list, and I don't find Dunedin. So in the meantime we can prepare our descent. So we set it to 5,000 feet. And our top of descent is right here. That's what the VNAV says. So you think I'm not flying too far from the mountains of Queenstown, coming in from the side of the island? I don't know. We are flying now. There is not much information. So only that lake, the Anno or something. That's the only information. Yeah, so Queenstown will be on the left of us. We just will pass it next to the lake. So Queenstown will be on our left, but we are still a bit away from it. But yes, you will be right. Disciple, you installed the latest A330 headwind. One last night mid, almost got a 1 gigabyte download. Sheesh. You will run out of space on your drive soon, which explains. Well, I have the same issue. I have a 2 terabyte SSD, but it's almost full. And you are not keen on the new Condor livery. Looks like a flying candy cane. Yeah, it's also not my favorite. It's something special that I need to say, but yeah, not my favorite. But a nice try. In the meantime, we are already over it. And so we will start our descent. And now. So there we go. But there are still more mountains. So in the meantime, we are flying for 2 hours and 12 minutes. And so I need to watch my speed.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
So what I was saying was that I need to watch my speed now. That I need to be more prepared for our arrival, not like yesterday that I forgot my flaps, that I forgot to watch my speed, stuff like that. And so I hope I don't forget it now, because I'm always looking from one to another screen, reading the chat, doing a lot of things that has nothing to do with flying itself, actually. So I'm not a woman, so I cannot. I'm not good in multitasking. So this episode now we get some wing flags. Yeah, that's why I put it back on the wing, because I felt that there was some turbulence. So now we can see some wing flags. I think the wing flags here is a little bit better than on the headwind. I can be wrong, but it's just the thing what I see, my opinion. But also the headwind A330 is not bad. Very happy with that plane. Like I said already in the beginning of the stream, I try to plan another flight with the headwind this week. So I want to have some combinations with this bird and the headwind A330, that we not always fly the same plane until we have more planes available that are decent. So by the end of the month we will have at least one more. But I believe that is a very complex airplane. Like the Just Flight 146 is very complex. It's not just taking off and doing your stuff, because you need to do everything manual. There's no auto throttle, so you need to manage it by yourself, and there are some flight modes where you need to go in through taking off. So it's not that simple, or you need to think of a lot of things actually. So it's actually a very demanding plane to fly, for sure, alone. Scarface needs money. What's up? Well, fine. I hope you are doing the same as me. So you are quick here. You are in downtown. Okay. So we are just started our descent. So we will land in 25 minutes. The Disciple, yeah, someone posted an article. Is this the ugliest airline paint job in the world? With the new Condor ones. There was nothing wrong with the old ones, but I think I've seen some older shockers. Okay. Scarface, nice to hear that you're also fine. So, always nice to hear that the people are doing well. Scarface needs money. Have a good flight. Thank you very much, mate, and hope to see you soon. So we check 28,000 feet, 26 nautical miles to go. And it says that we still need 87 nautical miles. So I don't know where that calculation is coming from. And the calculation here. So I don't know where I can rely on. So it's a bit hard in this plane. So in meantime it's just 7 before 12 at midnight. So 20 minutes to go. And then we will see if we survive it or not. Yeah, here's the wind a bit stronger. I didn't check on the screen, but seems to be. And we make a turn. $22,000 feet, 43 nautical miles. and I still need 70. Great job. How long it will take before the our new Caledonia flight mate? I'm also looking forward to that one. Nice airport, also a nice country. Well, actually it depends on you, because I still need to do the Qantas flight. With this one in front, but I can also do the Caledonia one in front if you want. I just need to check for what livery we will use for that, because the Air Cullen or Cullen Air, I don't find there is no livery for that. I will check again. Maybe there is one in meantime, but I don't believe so. So if you want, I put that for the next Australian flight, or your region flight, I should say, and but that will be for maybe next week or something, because we have 2 flights. So tomorrow we have Africa, and then we have Asia on Thursday, and then we have Europe next week Monday, and then I think next week Thursday or so. It's possible, if there is nothing comes between. The only thing that can come between is a DC3, so then it can be 1 day later, or 1 stream later. So it's a shame that they don't have one. I really love that livery. Oh, yeah, I was looking on the internet, I don't find it anywhere, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Oh. Is that plane also landing on Dunedin? Because they will approach at landing runway 22. Shit. Do we have a runway 22? Nope. Okay, we are still fine. It's 21, other side. So let me check. And Dunedin, here we go. Full crest, request full stop landing. So I hope we don't change now. Ah, Jesus. Okay. So we have a little of a problem. We need to go to the other runway. We will try that. Arrival on 21. Of course I need to update in a SimBrief because I don't know which things I need to put in. So runway 21. Now we have a little of a problem. It's way too late, of course. Oops, my plane is doing something. Why is my plane doing that? Okay. Yeah, I checked it before the stream, just before the stream. So we have a little problem now. They said runway 3. Buses 3B, we will put that. And then insert. Okay, why is my plan? No plan. Oh, really? We will see. Why we stay at 15,000 feet? So we need to be at 15,000 feet, of course, here. Actually, we need to be higher. Okay. Good job. Well, that's something different. That's why I don't like to fly with ATC, because you would have that shit and because just for the before the stream you checked it and they say runway 3, so we put in runway 3 and now they say runway 21. In real life it also changed sometimes, but yeah. Normally I don't do this, change my course, but yeah, for now I want to do it. So, and I hope it will work. Not sure of that. So for now we stay at 15,000 feet until we need to go lower again. And the next thing is actually, oh yeah, we wait for that. Like 50 nautical miles. And so here is the airport, so we will fly over, of course. Normally we need to land like this, but now we need to come from the other side. It's always bad that you have the information so late in the flight. So we will fly a little bit longer. So okay, I think I need to do something else because this will not work. Alright. Are we turning? I don't know what the plane is doing actually now.
New Zealand 681, you were 14 miles northeast of Dunedin. Contact Dunedin Tower on 120.7 when inbound on the approach.
So if we go direct to MTOX,
Tower on 120.7 New Zealand 681. Dunedin Tower, New Zealand 681, 13 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 21 approach. New Zealand 681.
and then we can continue our descent.
0.03 with 229er at 7. Cleared ILS runway 21 approach. Cleared ILS runway 21 approach New Zealand 681.
And we need to be at 9,300 feet. And so we will make that. So I put it on 9,000 feet. In the meantime, we can turn on our landing lights already before we forget it, and also the seatbelt sign. And I get some stutters, not a good thing. So for the people that want to see a nice freeware airport, stay tuned. If you survive the landing, then you can see the airport. It's a freeware, very nice done. And there we have some turbulence again. So flying over the hills near Dunedin is the best part of flying here. Quite nice scenery. Yes, it is.
New Zealand 681 with 229er at 7. Cleared to land runway 21.
So yeah, it's very beautiful here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, please make sure all electronic devices are now switched off, your seatbelts are securely fastened, and your seatbacks and tray tables are in the upright and locked positions. If you've had any carrying luggage out during the flight, now is the time to make sure it is securely stowed, either well underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers above. Once again, if you are in one of our exit rows today, please make sure all carrying luggage is stowed in the overhead lockers only. Once again, if you do have any questions or you need any assistance, feel free to ask the cabin crew. They'll be more than happy to help you. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for arrival, please.
Yeah, that was very fast. Is that New Zealand? Some people speak very slowly, and this one was rather in a hurry. So is that an accent of New Zealand? It should be. Yeah. Oh, and I need to go to 5,000. Okay, 5,000. 5,000 is set. Hope I'm not too late. Some of us Kiwis talk pretty fast. Well, this was a fast one. I remember the woman speaking from Anna, so All Nippon Airways. She was speaking in, I think, in a normal way in Japanese, but in English it was very slowly. And this one, it was like a rocket. So 8,000 feet. And so I also will lower the speed already. To 170. So I will use the speed brakes for a bit. There you can see it. If I retract it there and open it. Because we need to be here at 5,000 feet. And I will retract, put the flaps on 1. And then we prepare for a landing. Because we are not far off anymore. I hope we make it. I don't want to go down, so put the localizer on. And then we can also reduce the speed. Oh, what is he doing? Okay, we have an issue with the speed. Great. Do we see the runway? There is a runway. I believe we do it manual again, because something is wrong. My plane. So flaps 2. I will put on the replay already, but I don't need to do it on the last moment. Also speed brake, auto brakes can go on. My speed brakes are still on. So we are descending way too fast actually, but we need to make it. we land also with the yoke, and try to sit properly. So lots of farms around the airport. Alright. I saw some cows just next to the airport. So this will be a fast landing. Gear down.
1000.
So we are a bit low actually now. So we try to lose some speed. Turn the auto throttle off. Auto throttle off. Come on, throttle. There we go.
500. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
So a landing rating, please.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Flaps full.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Oopsie boopsie, same thing as yesterday. And there we damage our plane. Okay, nice.
Retard.
Very nice.
Retard.
That was a kangaroo landing, like the 777. People, don't watch this, please. Really, every time it gets worse and worse. Yeah, I think I broke the plane now. Is this a place where we can turn? No. There is it. Yeah. It's so hard to land with this yoke. I don't know if this is just me, or there's something with that yoke, because it's so hard to put it down.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until this aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. When preparing to disembark, please remember to take all personal belongings with you, and please take care while opening those overhead lockers. If your cell phone or other electronic device is now within reach, you may now switch this on. Finally, on behalf of your onboard team, we'd like to thank you for flying with Air New Zealand on the Star Alliance network. It has been a pleasure having you on board. Take care, have a great day, and thank you for flying with us.
Dunedin ground, New Zealand, 1123 taxi to the gate. New Zealand 1123 taxi to gate.
So 2 hours and 45 minutes. We were just 6 minutes late. That's like your classic Breebrock 737 MAX landing on the Xbox. So yeah.
Dunedin ground, New Zealand, 1123. I didn't copy that. Say again, please. New Zealand 1123 taxi to gate 3.
Okay, we need to go gate 3. I cannot confirm that because I will show you. I've already only say again. Nice. But it's gate 3, so I need to say again. So you hate that plane with a passion, but you were still flying. Yeah, this is a nice freeware airport. Yeah, and I will show you the cows. Oh, etc. So we need to go to gate 3. So we go to the left here. Actually, we need to turn off the landing lights and taxi lights on. So we will do that first. And then we can already start the APU. So I believe the terminals are marked here, so you can read it, but I cannot read it from here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Of course, I need to go there where everything is in the way. Or not. So this one. So this is 3. It was also written on the tarmac. And then we check. So we need to go a little bit further. And so that is what it need to be. Parking brake set. Alright. APU is ready, and then we can turn off the lights. So I'm sorry for the crazy bad landings lately. I try to do something about it. Maybe next flight I will land with the joystick. So let's continue here, and I put it actually the flaps on for the replay. So I was using the yoke for this one. I tried tomorrow the joystick, but this is unacceptable actually. So we're running on APU, and then we can also connect the jetway, baggage and catering. So this is Dunedin. So people, welcome to Dunedin International Airport here in New Zealand. And you can see the cows here. It are cows. Also the little ones, the babies are there. And so then we see how the catering connects and also the luggage. So, and then we can check out the airport here. And then, oh, I would need to stop the record. Stop. I hope it works today. Yesterday something was wrong. I don't know what, but it didn't work. The only thing what I see here on this airport is the connection of the jetway. It's not properly connected. If you can see, no, here it's not fully closed. So that's the only thing that I saw. But for the rest, it looks, for a freeware, is this very, very nice. You cannot go inside the buildings. There is nothing to see. Also not a tower, but who cares? It's the outside that is the most important thing. So it's a small airport, but it's well made. Better this than the standard one, much better. So the Disciple, you remember going back to prepare and flying with the joystick on that game. some months ago, and I made a horrible landing in FS Labs A320. That game just feels so different from Microsoft Flight Simulator now. Yes. Well, actually, I don't know. I say yes, but I didn't fly a lot on that actually. Just a few times. So the disciple loved this this one, mate. I will have to download it today. Well, I sent you the link yesterday, so it's ready. Just click it and you can download it if you still have space. And so in the meantime, I can also deboard or deplane the passengers from Lookout tool. So that is in progress. And so, and then we can, and I'm always struggling with that drone view. So this is the airport. We will start from here. And so we have some parking spaces and some small buildings here. Don't know yet just exactly what that is. And also we have some planes here. When I checked it yesterday, there was no plane parked here in front. So that is the Boeing 246 or 7. Yeah, so the first airliner. Also a nice plane. It's 17 euro or something. It has a lot of features. I just tried it once, but that's what I can say about it. So mainland air, the hangar, you have also here. And then you have the terminal actually. So it's very neat. The disciple, yes, I record the the landing. Hope it works. So this is the terminal, also the fire department with some other stuff, and then we see the back or the front. I don't know what how you call this, but it's a parking lot, and yeah, this is how the airport looks. So for a freeware, you cannot complain with this one. The other plane is squished by the doors, yeah. So, and then also the lovely cows with the newborns as well. So you get that for free as well. So some cows here. Unnecessary, but always a nice touch. We don't need that, but why not? I'm sorry for that. It's not COVID, it's just, I don't know. And so let's go over to the landing. Yeah, something like that. So landing. Oh, the landing rating. Where is my landing rating? Landing rating was 325. We were again way too positive. I don't know if that was the first touchdown or the 10th touchdown that I did. It's anyway, it's 325. Landing rate on Lookout tool 423. Wonderful. So we are always about 100 off. Yeah. So let's start the replay. And there we go. I think I started early. Don't look at the sounds or hear the sounds. And so where we are, here we are. For the people that don't know, that replay resets your plane. So it's actually not a replay, but it's just reset the plane. I will go a bit faster. So there we go. So this is all fine, I believe. But then here I'm too slow actually. I needed to throttle up. And then it goes wrong. So here we go. Bang. 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 And another bang. And another one. And that was the last one. I didn't count, but let's say 5 or so. So 5 landings in one flight. Pretty neat. So once again, so we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yeah, the landing gear is still intact, but I'm in this mode, in the dev mode, so we cannot break anything. And thank you for the applause. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We're still alive. And there we go again. The stupid microphone. So I try to put some other views.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
It don't give me other views.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So everything fine here. Just a bit too slow. And then bang. Thank you. So actually this is shocking. And I will just do one more and then we can wrap up. So actually I need to follow mode, turn off that thing, and then we can see it from here somewhere. And let's try this one. Jumpy. At least I was centered. I take the credits for that. But that's the only thing that you can say good about it. And of course the applause. I don't know what I will build here. So there's something new coming. On the other side we have on this, I don't know what it is, or it was. So this was the airport. Nice mountain. So this was our flight for today, and Freeware Airport. So the reasonable length of runway here, so you're able to get away with it. Yes, but I prefer to touch down once and keep it with that. Also at a decent rate. I will fly tomorrow with the joystick. So hope that will be better. I did that also with the headwind, but then I landed on 2 wheels instead of all the wheels. But it was just because of the height, because the plane is sitting higher. That's my excuse. And so for tomorrow I need to find another excuse. So tomorrow I will give you what we fly, because it's not online yet, so I need to do it after the stream, because also tomorrow it's a busy day, because it's the vacation of the school, holiday school, you know. So tomorrow we fly Royal Air Morocco, so we depart in Morocco and we fly to no clue where, and then Thursday it will be Iran Air, and then we fly to Dubai. So I don't know with which plane we will fly here, and so I'll try to fly with a headwind or so. If Iran Air flies the A330, I know Royal Air Morocco is not flying it, so. Down Under Aviation and Trains, good day. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. So, unfortunately, we are just finished. We had a pretty bad landing. So, but anyway, welcome. I hope you are doing well. The Disciple, good night, mate. See you tomorrow. Take care. Check out what I put in Discord, but I might not be useful. You've probably seen it already. Okay, I will check it out. And so, Down Under. Oh, and thank you for the subscription, Down Under. Thank you very much. You are the 301 subscriber, I believe. Yes, that's correct. So thank you very, very, very much. I believe you are from and I'm totally confused now. From Down Under, of course. So from Australia. So thank you anyway. So now we have a person from Australia as well, I believe, if that is correct. And we have also New Zealand here. So very nice, very nice. So tomorrow we fly Royal Air Morocco. Yeah, Australia, I'm guessing. So Down Under Aviation and Trains, just a short information about the flights is that we fly every stream in another continent. Today it was yours, I believe, and so next week there will be another flight in your continent. So we fly every stream another continent. So that's a bit the thing here in the stream. So for now, I wish you all a very good day, a very good night, or a very good evening, or whatever. So always stay safe, keep it safe, and see you soon. Hope to see you tomorrow actually for the next flight with a better landing. So for now I say goodbye and hope to see you tomorrow. Disciple, Down Under, and all the other people here, not that much, but have a wonderful day, night, evening. Down Under Aviation, it's cool how you have a bit of choice of live streams. Well, yeah, it's that's how I do it. Everyone wants to see some flights in their own region, so that's why I do it for everyone. I cannot favor everyone, but I try to do it in this way. So otherwise we fly always in Europe, and then yeah, it takes a long time before we go to another place maybe. So I just do every stream another continent and try to make everyone happy. So I do just what I can do. So Down Under and the Disciple, have a good one and enjoy your day. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.